Hey, good day, folks. This is the first video lecture on the Math 237, and I'm going to start with the basics of the algebra, and we're going to start with chapter number 6.1. And if I go by the book, it is I'm taking some examples from page number 190, page 190. All right, so I'm going to start with the basic product rules. So if this is 2x plus 3x, and then if I wanted to multiply these numbers, so this 2 will multiply by x, and then this 2 will also multiply with the 3x. So the final answer for this one will be 2x plus 6x. So the question here is simplify the given question. All right. Now, if the question is like this, x plus 5, and then times it by x minus 3, how to simplify this kind of a question? So what we're going to do is we're going to distribute the terms one by one. So I'm going to take this x right like this, and then multiply by the complete parenthesis, this one, x plus 3, and then I'm going to take this positive 5. Mark my words, this will be plus 5. I cannot just take the 5. I have to take whatever the sign in front of that 5 is. So plus 5 and multiply by the complete parenthesis, which is x minus 3. Now I'm going to follow the same process which I followed in the previous example. So x times x is x square, plus x times 3 is 3x, and then plus 5 times x is 5x, minus 5 times 3 is 15. Now I'm going to collect the like terms. These two are the like terms, and then this is going to give me 15. 5x, oh, 8x, sorry, 8x minus 15 here, and this is x squared plus whatever the remaining terms are. Now I cannot further simplify because there is no like terms. So this will be my final answer for this question. All right. Now let's look into another question, which is 3x minus 2 whole square. Now to simplify, you can do it two ways. You can remember the formula, a plus b whole square is equal to a square plus b square plus 2ab, or you can write this term as a plus b and a plus b, and then can start distributing the terms. Now if you're going to open it, you're going to find this value. So when I say open it, means you're going to write it a plus b, means this first term multiplied by the complete parenthesis, plus b multiplied by a plus b, and you're going to solve this. You're going to find this as your answer. So I'm going to use the formula right now. You can do it whatever way you wanted to do it. So I'm going to use 3x whole square plus the second term is 2. I'll use the 2. Notice I haven't taken the sign with the 2 because, well, this is a pause. I'll keep it as positive right now. I don't want to confuse you guys. So this sign, I'll mark it as positive. Then later on, we're going to do a negative sign question too. So this will be a positive sign. So 2 square plus 2 times 3x times 2. Now this will be, when I'm going to open the bracket, this 2 will distribute to the 3 also. This will also distribute to the x. So 3 square is 9, and this will be x square, plus 2 square is 4, plus 2 times 3 is 6. 6 times 2 is 12x. Now this will be my final answer. You could have done this question also by putting them separately, 3x plus 2, and then 3x as the first term, then multiply by this complete parenthesis, 3x plus 2 plus 2, and then multiply by 3x plus 2. Once you're going to simplify this, you're going to get this as the final answer. Now going back to the original question, which was 3x minus 2 square. If the question looks like this, then another formula which I can use is a minus b whole square. That will be equal to a square plus b square minus 2ab. Okay, so now notice in this one, when there's a negative, we use the minus 2ab. When there is a positive, we use the plus 2ab. Now in this one, 3x whole square plus 2 square minus 2 times 3x times 2. The final answer for this one will come out to be, again this will distribute it over 3 and x also. 3 square is 9, and this will be x square plus 4 minus 3 times 2 is 6. 6 times 2 is 12. And let me just quickly see if it is getting recorded or not. Yes, it is getting recorded. Now I'm gonna talk about another question. The next question is, if the question looks like it looks like cube, means x plus y cube. Earlier we were talking about the square, now with the cube. So the formula for that one is x cube plus 3x square y plus 3xy square plus y cube. If this formula is not given to you on your formula booklet, you can note it down on your formula booklet too. I will allow you for the exam too. And then if it is x minus y whole cube, then the number will come out to be x cube minus 3x square y plus 3xy square minus y cube. So you can note down this one too on your formula booklet. Then there is another formula. If there is x cube plus y cube, then it's gonna look like x plus y and multiply by x square minus xy plus y square. This is the formula for x plus y cube. And similarly, x cube minus y cube, the formula is x minus y, x square plus xy plus y square. Now one thing I also wanted to tell you, for the difference of squares, a square minus b square, the formula is a plus b, a minus b. And for a square plus b square, addition of squares, there is no formula. There is no formula. So these are the formulas. You can note down if any one of these formulas is missing on your formula booklet. So let's look into one of the questions. I'm going to take question x plus 4 cube. So I'm going to apply, which formula I'm going to apply? I'm going to apply this first formula. This is the formula I'm going to apply. So it's going to give me x cube plus 3 times x square times y value, which is 4. So here I'll show you 3 times x square y. Zoom it out so that you can continuously look at the formula also, plus 3 times x times 4 square, and then plus 4 cube. Now once I'm going to open the bracket, it's going to give me x cube plus 12x square plus 48x plus 64. That will be my final answer for x plus 4 whole cube. Alright, so these were some of the basics, and I will highly encourage you guys to try and solve some of the problems from 6.1. And let me see if I can take one of the problems. Alright, so I'm gonna take one of the problems here from 6.1. I'm gonna take an example 41. So this is 6a x plus 2b and whole square. Now first of all, there is a square with the bracket, so I will have to solve the exponent first. So we will apply bed mass means bracket first, then exponent, then the division, then the multiplication, then addition, and then the subtraction. Now in this one, these two can be interchanged. So you can apply one of these two operation first, it doesn't make any difference. And these two can also be interchanged, but you cannot say that addition can be done before the division or multiplication. Now let's see, within the bracket, can I further simplify? No, I cannot simplify within the bracket. So first step, we cannot simplify exponents. Now I have to get rid of the exponents to before I start multiplying it with 6a. So 6a will remain as it is. This, if I wanted to get rid of the exponent, then a plus b whole square, the formula gonna be a square plus b square plus 2ab. This is the formula I'm gonna use, and gonna write down here the values. X square plus 2ab whole square plus, then it will be uh, this b square is done, then 2 times x times 2ab. So now I'm going to start opening up the brackets. Before I open up the brackets, I have to distribute the exponents also. This will be x square plus, this will distribute here, this will distribute here and here also. This will be 2 square plus, not plus, this will be 2 square times a square times b square. Again, this 2 will be distributed to all the three terms, plus 2 times 2, constant will multiply with constant, this is 4, and xab, and that will be the solution of the bracket terms. Now again, before I completely open, I will compile this term, x square plus 4 a square b square plus 4xab. That's how I'm going to write it. Now I'm going to start distributing the term. This will go with this will go also with this, and then this will also go with this term. So this will be 6x square a plus 6 times 4 is 24 a square b square. Well, this is a here also, so this will become a cube, and plus 6 times 4 is 24 24x a square b. This will be the final answer for our question. Now I'm gonna talk about briefly about the exponent rules also, so that you can be clear about how to use the exponents, because we are using a lot of exponents. So if it is x raised to the power 2 times x raised to the power 3, the final answer will be x raised to the power 5, means the exponents will add up. So if it is x raised to the power 3 divided by x raised to the power 2, then the exponents will subtract x raised to the power 3 minus 2. That will give you x raised to the power 1. And if it was x raised to the power 2 divided by x raised to the power 3, you will get the answer as x raised to the power 2 minus 3, which is x raised to the power negative 1. Negative 1 means if the exponent has a negative 1, you will write it as 1 over x. Now here is a very important concept which I wanted to tell you, where a lot of students make a mistake. They think that minus x, they write it as 1 over x. You cannot do that. This is a coefficient. This is coefficient of x. So this does not bring the term in the denominator. Only if the exponent has the negative term, then the term will go in the denominator. Then you can write it like this. The answer of minus x is minus x. You cannot do anything about it. All right, and then if you have something like 4xy square outside, so this square will get distributed to all the terms. So 4 square and x square and y square, this will be 16x square y square. Now if there is an addition between the two terms, 4 plus xy, so this was 4, this term was 4xy. Now if I write it as 4xy square, now I cannot distribute it like this will be wrong. So then in that scenario you have to use the a plus b whole square formula. I hope this is clear to you guys. So even if there is a negative sign, means if there is a plus or minus between the two terms, you cannot directly open that exponent. Then you have to apply the formulas only if all the terms are in multiplication. So for example, one more time, 2x y z a b c and then square, all these terms are in multiplication, so I can just distribute it to all the terms, all the different terms. If there was any addition, x y z a b c, then I cannot do this thing, cannot open it up. All right, so this was about some of the basics of the algebra. Now I'm gonna talk about taking the common factor, and it is from chapter 6.2. I'll recommend you guys to do as many problems from 6.1, and if you have any question you can see me in tutorials also. Tutorials will start from the third Saturday from the beginning of the semester. So if I talk about for you guys, it will start from today is 26 when I am designing. So let me see, it will start from, your course is going to start from third, so 1 2 from 22nd for you guys. You can see me in library from 4 to from 12 to 4 p.m. If you have any question, come and see me there. All right. Now let's look into the question. So the question is 4ax squared plus 2ax. Now I wanted to find the common denominator from. I wanted to take something common from these two terms. So I can take this is 4, this is 2, so I can take 2 as common. This is a, this also has an a, and this has two x's, this has one x, so I can take 2ax common, and the leftover here will be 2, and then a I've already taken out, so only x will be left over from this side. If I've taken all the terms outside, so I'll leave 1 as inside. Sometimes what students do is they write it as 2ax outside, then 2x inside, nothing here. That is wrong. That is wrong. So you're taking it outside, you have to leave 1. So always ask yourself, whenever you find the answer, you should be able to go back to the given question. So if I open this up, so this is going to give me 4, this will be a, and this will be x squared plus 2ax, which was the given question. If I would have left it as 2ax and this is 2x, and try and open this up, and I cannot solve this, so that will be a wrong answer. Now let's look into another question. So the terms given to me are 6a 5, it is to the power 5, x to the power of 2 minus 9a cube x to the power of 3 plus 3a raised a to the power of 3 and x to the power of 2. Now what can I take common? This is 6, this is 9, this is 3. So I can take 3 as common at least, and then here it has 5 a's, there are 3 a's, and the a3. So the least number of a's I can take outside are 3. So a3, and this has two x's, 3 x's, 2 x's. Least number of x's I can take outside is 2, and the leftover will be 3 times what is 6, 3 times what is 6, 3 times 2 is 6. I've taken 3 a's out, so only 2 a's are left, a square, and then this I've already taken a square outside, so I don't need to leave inside anything. Or if you wanted to, if you are confused, you can leave 1 here also, because then 2 times 1 is 2. You can do it this way also if you are confused. Okay, because last time I said you have to leave 1, so uh, if anyone is having any confusion, so leave the 1 here, leave 1 here, and then uh, here it will be 3, and a cube I've taken outside, you can leave 1, and this will be x, and plus I've taken 3 outside, so I'll leave it as 1, and 1 times 1, and then I will again leave 1 here inside, and this will be 3a cube x square. This will be 2 times 1 is 2 a square minus 3x plus 1. This will be your final answer for the given question. All right, now the difference of squares. As I told you, the formula for difference of square is a square minus b square. It is equal to a plus b, a minus b. You can rewrite a minus b times a plus b also. It doesn't make any difference. Now if you have a question on exam like this, r raised to the power 2 minus 25. Now I can clearly see there is a square here, but there is no square here, but I can convert it into difference of squares. Whenever you see two terms and one of the term has the square onto it, or raised to the power 4 also for that matter, you try and always convert it into the difference of squares if there is a difference between those two terms exist. So now I can write this one as r square minus 5 square, and this is going to give me r minus 5 and r plus 5. That will be my final answer because I converted into difference of squares, and which is a minus b, a plus b. Now, the next question, if the question is written like this, x raised to the power, let me sharpen up the pencil, x to the power of 8 minus 1. So you can write it as x raised to the power of, I can write it as 4 and then square it outside. So because 2 times 4 will gonna give you 8. So the formula is x raised to the power 8 times uh, m. This will be x raised to the power am. These, if there are two exponents, one is outside the bracket, another is inside the bracket, these two exponents get multiplied directly. So if it was written like this, x raised to the power 4 times 2, I could have written it directly x raised to the power 8. Okay, now if it was like this, see carefully, if it was 4x raised to the power 2, I would have written it as 4 raised to the power 2 x raised to the power 2. That is totally different concept. If there is a base here, this is, I am multiplying the exponents. When you multiply the exponents, you just multiply them straight as it is. Now in this, what I've done is I've given x raised to the power 8 and I've gone backwards. So x raised to the power 4 times x raised to the power 2, and now I will multiply these terms. Well, not multiply, I'll convert it into the difference of square. 1 square I can write it here because 1 square is 1. Now a square minus b square, so this will be x raised to the power 4 minus 1 x raised to the power 4 plus 1. That's how I'm gonna write it. This whole thing becomes a, and a square, this becomes b minus b square, which is a plus b, a minus b. So a is what? X raised to the power 4 is a, and this is 1. Now this is x raised to the power 4. I can again convert it into the simpler form. I can write it x square and then square outside minus 1. When there is an addition, you cannot do anything with that. And 1 square, I can write it x raised to the power 4 plus 1. I'll leave it as it is. Make sure you put them in the bracket because they are in multiplication. Now this will be again x square minus 1 x square plus 1. That will be the next step. This thing will become a, this whole thing will become a, and this will become b. So a square minus b square. That's what you are doing. And here I'll continue by writing x raised to the power 4 plus 1. Now this will x square minus 1, again I can write it as directly x plus 1 x minus 1 by putting a square on top here. And now this is x square plus 1 x raised to the power 4 plus 1. This will be my final answer for the given question. Alright, now I'm gonna move to the chapter number 6.3. Some questions I'm going to take it from there. So I'm going to talk about the foiling. So if the question looks like something like this, 4x square plus 4x minus 3. I wanted to find the factors of this given trinomial. Now to find the factors of a given trinomial, the first thing you have to do is you can multiply a times c. So a times c. So first of all, what is a and c? Also I'll talk about that. The given quadratic equation looks like ax square plus bx plus c. And then what is a, b, c in this one? A value is 4, b value is 4, c value is minus 3. So these three things we have. Now I'm gonna write down a times c. A times c is 4 times 3, which is equal to 12. Now find the factors of 12. 2 times 6, 2 times 3. Always try and find the prime factors. So I'll write the prime factor. 2 times 2 times 3 times. Always put in 1 in the end, because sometimes we will need the 1 also. Now I'm gonna try and make a combination of a times c, whatever I got the prime factors from a times c. I'm gonna try and make a combination of two numbers in such a way that, first of all, I'll try and make a combination out of these numbers, and I have to come across with the two numbers whose product is equal to 12 and whose algebraic addition or subtraction is equal to plus 4x. So what do I mean by that? If I try and find the combination, now I can multiply these two. First of all, 2 times 2 is 4, another is 3 times 1 is 3. So 4 and 3, let's see. 4 plus, well, 4 times 3 is 12, but 4 plus 3 is 7. So this is not 4x, but what I wanted to get is 4x. So I'm going to try and look for another combination. I'm going to multiply 2 times 3. So 2 times 3 is what? 6. So this is 6x, 6, and then 2 times 1 is 2. So 2 will be number down here. So let's see 6 and 2. 6 times 2 is 12, and then 6 minus 2 is 4. So yeah, we got the number. So I will write it as 4x squared plus 6x minus 2x minus 3. And now I can find the factors. So I'll take these two numbers. I'll try and find out the common factors from here. So 2 will be the out, and then another x will be out. Left over is 2x plus 3. And here, if I cannot take anything out, I will take the negative 1 out. Why? Because there is negative in front. If there was a positive here, I would have just taken 1 outside. So if it was like this, plus 2x minus 3, because in front the first term is positive, so I'll take 1 outside. Now this is negative, so I'll take the negative 1 outside. Whenever you take the negative 1, the sign inside will flip. Now this will be 2x plus 3. That will be the number. Now I will collect these two terms. This is going to give me 2x minus 1, and then I will see this one of them. I will write it here, 2x plus 3. Now whenever you are factoring, you will always find whatever you get in the bracket, they will always be the same. This bracket, whatever value you get here, has to be exactly as the other bracket. If they are not same, you are doing something wrong. That's a simple, easy way you can find out that your work is correct. So my final answer for the given question is 2x minus 1, 2x plus 3. That's how we do the factorization of a given polynomial. Now I can also try and take on one more polynomial so that you can understand it in a little better way. So the question is 9x squared minus 6x plus 1, and I wanted to find the factors of this one, so I will multiply 9 and 1, which is 9. Find the factors. 3 times 3, and I will write the factor 3, 3 and 1. And now my prime factors will be in 9x squared minus, well, this will be minus 3x minus 3x minus 3x, because minus times minus will give me positive 9x squared, which is this, and this multiply, you got the 9x squared. So minus 3x minus 3x plus 1. Now I will take common from here, 3x common, and x minus 1, and then out of these two I'll again take minus 1 outside. The sign inside will change, 3x minus 1. I'll collect these two, 3x minus 1. Here, see, I've written it wrong here. When I have taken 3 outside, I should write 3x inside remaining. And this is 3x minus 1, because see, now they are like. So final answer, I can write it as 3x minus 1 whole square also. So that's how you're gonna simplify these questions. So I will highly recommend you to solve some of the questions from 6.3. And now there will be some questions which you cannot solve it by factorizing. So if you cannot solve any question by factorizing, you can use the formula minus b plus minus square root of b square minus 4ac upon 2a. This formula you can use for finding the factors. So for example, I'll try and take this question and try and solve it by using this formula 9x squared minus 6x, because that was in the given question, minus 6x plus 1. So a value is 9, b value is minus 6, c value is 1. So I'm going to put these values in the given equation. X minus b value is minus 6, minus 6 plus minus square root of b square, which is equal to minus 6 square minus 4 times a value is 9 times c is 1 divided by 2 times a value, which is equal to 9. And then x is equal to minus 6 plus minus 6 square is 36, minus 4 times 9 is 36. Okay, is it? Yeah. And this value is 2 times 9 is 18. Am I making any mistake here? Just let me quickly check. Is 2 4ac? Yeah, I am not making any mistake here. So let's see, this one will become 0. So this will become 0, minus 6 plus minus 0 over 18. So x value I got it as minus 6 over 18, which is x is equal to minus 1 over 3. So these are the factors I got. Now see it carefully. I got the x equal to 1 over 3 negative, whereas here I wrote it totally different, 3x minus 1 times 3x minus 1. That's what I end up writing. So what does this mean? If I put this thing equal to 0, 3x minus 1 equal to 0, you will find your value will, for x value will be, this is going to go on the other side, x equal to 1, actually 3x equal to 1, dividing both sides by 3, and x value will come out to be 1 over 3 from here, which is same as which we've written here. Actually I got the value as 3x minus 1 here. So let me see why I got, because I'll tell you. See, I made the same mistake which I tell students not to do it. This is minus b, and so this is minus times minus. So this will be, there is a minus, so this will become a plus. Minus times minus will become a plus here. So this will be plus, this is plus, which is 1 over 3 as the number, not negative. So plus 1 over 3. Now, here is one more thing which I wanted to tell you. So imagine I'm just taking a number. If the numbers came out to be minus 6 and plus minus square root of, here you would have got, by solving this thing, you would have got 9. Let's say, divided by 9 times 2 is 18. I'm just trying to tell you what you need to do, because accidentally we got this as 0 in this question. So this will be minus 6 plus 3 upon 18, and it will also be minus 6 minus 3 upon 18, because once you will solve it using plus and second time you will solve it using minus. So you will have two answers. This will be minus 3 over 18, another will be minus 9 over 18. So these are the two numbers you're going to get if you are factoring using the formula. So hopefully you were able to understand some of the basics, and I'll keep talking about the basics in the next video also. Till then, goodbye.